Hi,
Hi, welcome back.
we're Twopeasinapod19.
19.
My name is Harry.
And I'm Gigi. Hey, I'm so glad the holidays are over with.
What was your holiday?
My holiday was quiet, but it was good.
The same here, nice and quiet. 2020, let's get it.
Yeah, we're ready to start cooking again. So we're excited to be here.
Yes, we are.
All right, so what we're gonna do today is make sure that you get your pen and paper, because we're gonna call off the ingredients, and as always, I'll have it on the YouTube channel. So that's Twopeasinapod19 YouTube channel, and then on Instagram we're at Twopeasinapod19.
Right.
And so we'll have everything there.
Okay.
We're gonna do some
Super.
shout outs today.
To a special young lady.
Yes, we have Tegan Gerard. I entered a contest and I won this KitchenAid mixer, which is a 5-quart mixer, so thank you.
Lulu.
And this is Lulu. I had to name her Lulu.
Yeah, right.
I'm in love. Anyway, I also got this cast iron pot.
That's the boogie right there.
This is gorgeous.
Yes, it is.
And this can go right into your oven. It's awesome. Anyway, Tegan Gerard, she has, she's with Half Baked Harvest. She started a blog. She put out, this is her newest cookbook, and it's called Simple Super Cookbook. It has 125 recipes in it. It's got Instapot recipes, stuff that you could start overnight, or start and then keep overnight and then make the next day. She's got meal prep ideas, comfort food, basically simple comfort food. And today we're going to make the butter pecan bars, and it has chocolate and coconut, and you can find it on page 269. So you can go to Amazon, I believe, and get the book as well. She might have other sites where you can get it, but Amazon's one of them. I did get this cookbook as part of the gift. So it is
the Holy Bible of
super
cooking.
simple cookbook. She also has in there easy tips, how to make bread, and she tells you what to keep in your pantry at all times, which I found very helpful, being that we do a cooking show.
Exactly.
We need stuff in our pantry. So this is the best. Thank you so much, Tegan Gerard. We really appreciate this, and it helped make a lot of Christmas cookies. It came just in time. Thank you.
Tegan. All right. Ready to get started?
All right. So today we're going to make...
I'm going to make the easiest chicken breast you've ever made, and it'll be so juicy it'll last you for 5 days, even longer. Nice, easy prep.
Yep, and I'm going to make what they call cauliflower steaks. So you just need a big cauliflower, because you got to slice it up and make what they call cauliflower steaks.
Right.
And then we'll put seasoning with it. And it's easy peasy, goes in the oven. It's delicious.
It's a done deal.
And then I'm going to show you how to put all the ingredients into the mixer, to start the butter pecan bars.
Okay.
So let's get started.
Let's
We'll
start.
take our sign down, and remember, this is no editing, bloopers, everything. Let's bring it on.
All right, what we're gonna start with is the most juiciest chicken breast you've ever made, okay? So what we're gonna do first is we're gonna preheat our oven at 425, right? So we'll get that going. And what first thing I'm going to do is grab my chicken breast here, put it on my board. Now what you wanna do, you wanna pound it, but you don't wanna pound it like you're making cutlets, okay? So we grab a little plastic wrap here. Now I forgot my meat pounder at home.
Yeah.
So what I use, you can use just a standard can of vegetables, whatever you got at the house. That's something you can pound with, right? And I find if you do it more than like 7 to 8 times, that should be plenty, right? So. Just like that.
I think that was 20, but
I know,
who's
and I lost
counting,
counting, right? All right, so then what we're gonna do, we're gonna take that off like so. Okay. Then we're gonna grab, I got a 9 by 13 here, so I'm gonna put just a little vegetable oil, olive oil at the bottom, not a lot, maybe like a tablespoon or so. Okay, put that right on there. Okay, before I get started with my chicken, this is the rub that I use to put on this chicken. I used a half a teaspoon of paprika, a half a teaspoon of salt and pepper, and also another half a teaspoon of garlic powder. You can add cayenne if you like the little heat to it, but I always put cayenne in mine. But for this one here, I left it out so we can actually enjoy it, right? All right, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna grab my chicken breast now. I'm gonna rub it right into my oil, like so. Okay.
So to be honest with you, I've never tried this chicken before, so this is my first time, and he swears that it's gonna be nice and juicy.
Believe me when I tell you. So you take a little bit of the seasoning and kind of put it right on top of there. Rub it in real nice. Flip it over, hit the other side. All right, just like so. Rub that in really good. The more seasoning you get, the more blackened or more seasoned or flavorful your chicken is going to be. Okay? And just like this. All right, let me wash my hands real quick.
Yeah, when you're cooking meat, you always want to make sure you wash your hands before and after. I already washed my hands, so.
Yeah. Okay. So now we're done with that. All right, so now what I'm going to do is take this and put this in once again, a 425 preheated oven. Put it in for exactly 25 minutes, okay? Uncovered, don't bother it, don't open the door, just put it in and let it go.
But I am going to open the door because I got to put my cauliflower in there, but it just takes a second.
That's fine. So we'll let that go, and so what do we got next?
All right, so right now we're going to do the cauliflower. So cauliflower, I'm going to give you the ingredients, and like I said, it'll be on the website. Cauliflower steaks, you get 1 big head of cauliflower, depending on how many cookie trays you want to do. You need 1 stick of butter, 1 teaspoon of salt and pepper. You need 3 garlic cloves, but you need to mince them. Yeah, mince them up. You also need 1 teaspoon of the Italian seasoning. So you can buy the one that's already has all the seasoning in it. You need 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese. And you can use the kind you get in the store, that's the sprinkle kind, or you can get your own little and grate it up. Yeah, whatever you want to do. You're going to need olive oil, and you're going to need a cookie sheet. And you're going to preheat your oven to, you can do 425 as well, or 400, depending on your oven, it's up to you. So this is going to cook for 20 to 25 minutes. So let's get started. So what I did was I kind of prepped everything for, sake of time. So what we're going to do right now, I already put the olive oil on the sheet. And I'm going to I'm doing a small one because we're just, showing you how to do it. And then you want a sharp knife because you're going to cut. So what you're going to do is when you get it, you're going to take all the leaves off. You got to take the stem off so it sits like this, okay? Then you're going to just literally cut it in half. And you got to be gentle with it because cauliflower tends to fall apart really quickly.
And you'll have little florets quickly. Yeah,
so we're going to try to get as many steaks as we can. Usually I get about 2, maybe 3. And then the rest of it I just put on the cookie sheet and still do the same thing. But like we try to cook for 1 person or 2 people. So if you get 2 big steaks out of it, that's perfect. Great. Yeah. So they're going to look like this, okay? And you just place them on the cookie sheet because you already put the olive oil on it. And I'm going to cut the other side because I know I'll get 2 good steaks out of the middle of the cauliflower. Okay? So here's our other one. And we'll place that one down. Now I'm going to try to do another one.
3.
Oh, what a mess. Okay.
Either way,
you got a little one here.
Right.
And
even the little remains, put them on the tray too. Roast them off too.
Yeah, you're not gonna waste it. You're gonna
waste it.
Use it all.
Yeah.
So basically these kind of fell apart, but that's okay. So what I'm gonna do is just like I said, we're just gonna take them, spread them around. Whoop, sorry. All right, and if you have any leaves that are left over at the bottom, just toss those. Don't put those in with it. They're
very bitter.
Yeah, you don't want that. Yep, you can take that. Thank you. Okay, so that part is done. Now we've kind of started the butter. So what I do is I take that 1 stick of butter and I melt it down with the Parmesan cheese together, and it kind of makes I don't know if you can see that, but it kind of, it's a little bit drippy, which is what you want, but it also has the Parmesan cheese in it, kind of making it a little clumpy.
You also got garlic. Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
One of the ingredients that I forgot to tell you is you'll need thyme as well. Get the fresh one, and don't chop it up with the stem. Make sure you take the stem, take the leaves off, then chop up the leaves. You'll need 2 tablespoons of that, and you can throw it right in the butter. And then, like I said, you'll need 3 garlic cloves minced. So you just have that. All right.
Okay.
So just mix it all together. Now, there was an episode, I hope you watched them all, where I told you could go to the dollar store and get one of these.
Okay.
This is your basting brush. It's awesome, and we use it all the time.
It's very flexible for anything, you know.
So the salt and pepper's in here, the butter's in here, the Parmesan cheese, the garlic, and the thyme.
It smells delicious.
And it smells really good. So don't be stingy. Just coat them.
Get it on there.
Just coat them up.
That is nice. Look at that.
So you're just going to coat the tops. Now, while it's cooking in the oven, when it's halfway, you're going to flip them. And don't worry about basting the other side. You don't have to, because there's going to be stuff on the pan that's, it'll soak up from. So you'll be fine with that. So like I said, don't be shy. Just
get it all on
it all on there. Yep.
And also make sure you still follow us on Instagram at Twopeasinapod19. Let's get those numbers up.
Yes. And Tegan, Gerard, I hope you're watching this. We're so excited to use your cookbook today.
And thank you very much for it as well, too.
Okay, so it's that simple.
Okay.
So we have them, and they're on the cookie sheet with the olive oil. Now all we're going to do is put them in the oven, and they cook for about 20 to 25 minutes. But remember, halfway through about 15 minutes, you probably want to check them, 18 minutes, and put them flip them over.
Okay.
All right, so we got that.
Okay.
Now we're going to do the ingredients to get the cookie bars.
Okay.
Started the butter pecan. All right, so butter pecan, now you're gonna need pen and paper. So you need 12 tablespoons of butter. So that's equals to 1.5 sticks of butter. 8 of those spoons are gonna be for the dough, and 4 are gonna be for your saucepan, which, sorry, I gotta show you this. I gotta get the saucepan. What is he? What are you
Nothing.
You see him? The mice will play when the cat's away?
Yeah, something like that.
Lulu's keeping an eye on.
Lulu got me.
Okay. So what we're going to do first is we're going to do the dough, because we need to get that started. So like I said, 8 tablespoons. Yep. 8 tablespoons of butter is for the dough, and 4 is for our saucepan. Okay. You will need 1 1/4 cup of light brown sugar, and you need 1/4 of a cup. So you need 1/4 of a cup for the dough of the light brown sugar, and then 1 cup for the saucepan. You need 3 tables. I can't talk today. What's the matter? I only had 1 cup of coffee. 1 teaspoon.
Oh.
3 teaspoons.
Okay.
I'm so confusing.
It's okay.
3 teaspoons of vanilla. You need 1 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour, and you need 1.5 cups of chopped pecans. You need 1.5 cups of shredded unsweetened coconut, 2 cups of semi-sweet chocolate chips, and you're going to preheat your oven for 350 for this one. So after your stuff is done, or if you have another oven, you can, like we have 2 ovens. So, and then you have to make sure that you take your pan and you spray it. We use just the regular
spray
cooking
pan.
spray.
Yeah, cooking spray is perfect.
Yeah, and if you want to use butter or not olive oil, but
Yeah, it'll burn quickly, basically.
The cooking. Now I know that Tegan does line hers with parchment paper. I unfortunately didn't have any today, so we just did the cooking spray. All right, and then what we're going to do is we're going to start the mixing part of it. So this is a nice one because you can lift it up and then put your ingredients in here. Now, the first thing we have to do is put the 8 tablespoons of butter in here. So we pre-cooked it, or chopped it. I'm talking crazy today.
We did some serious prep work this morning.
Yeah, we sure did. Ugh. It's like so cold. Okay. And then, so I'm gonna take this, and then I'm also gonna add the 1/4 cup of the light brown sugar, which is right here. Okay, so you can put that in, and then start your mixer. I started it on low just so that I could get it going.
She hums really nicely. You hear? Listen to Lulu. She's calling us. Do you hear her?
Yeah, it's real. Now this is my first time making this, so I'm gonna cheat a little because I have to look at the cookbook, but it's okay. Now I also want to put 1 teaspoon of vanilla in here. So there's actually 3 in here, but I'm just gonna pour a little bit in here.
You can never go too wrong with a vanilla extract.
No, I still need it.
Oh, yeah.
Look at him, he likes to clean up so fast. Okay,
Yes, you will.
and so we're just gonna let this, and then I also need to put 1 teaspoon of water in here, and I will incorporate the flour, and it makes like a cookie dough. So I need a little bit of water. One teaspoon is fine. So I'm going to speed it up just a little because the butter is kind of hard right now. So I want to make sure it gets mixed up before I add the flour to it. Okay, you can go ahead and put that in. Yep. All right. So the panel that I'm using for this, because it came with 3 different ones. One's for whipping, one's for like kneading dough.
You get a hook.
It's like a hook.
A paddle, and a mixer.
And then this one is the more like for you probably use this one the most. It's
You can
like
make
a paddle.
you can make pizza with this one. Pizza dough, biscuits, you name it.
Yep.
Focaccia.
Ooh, focaccia bread.
Come on now. Come on.
All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the flour, which I said was 1 cup, 1 1/4 cups.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to put the flour in here. So we measured everything out so we, have it. Okay, and I'm gonna lock it in again. I love this locking system. The bowl even locks too. Whoa, and don't put it up that high, especially if you're wearing black. That's too funny. Oh, look, I got flour everywhere.
She went LeBron James on us.
Oh, Lord.
But start it up at a low setting, so once you get it all incorporated, you can speed it up a little bit.
I
Yeah.
think I'm gonna add another teaspoon of water. She calls for 1 teaspoon, and I don't know, maybe I just like my dough a little bit more liquidy, I guess. I don't know how to say it, but it just looked dry to me, so I thought I'd add. And I guess with every recipe, you can play around and add stuff.
Tweak it as much as you can. Those are the best ones. Get a good foundation, then add your stuff. Skip here, skip there. Season here, season there.
So now that the flour is kind of getting incorporated with the butter, I put the speed up to 2, because this motor, oh my goodness, it goes up to 10. I can't even believe. I don't even know what I would mix at 10. What would you mix it? Oh, if you're whipping.
Oh, yes. If you're making like your own buttercream frosting or something, or even whipped cream too.
Yeah, or like a meringue or something.
Yep,
right?
definitely. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. So that's so now while that's going, because it's still going, I'm gonna start my pot here because I have to put the other ingredients in here because it kind of makes a mixture that you pour over the cookie dough.
It's going good.
Yep. It's almost done. Starting to, yeah, you can hear it like.
Everything's starting to incorporate together.
Yep. All right, so that looks like it's done. So I'm going to shut that off. Now, so for this, we need to put in the 4 tablespoons that are left of the butter. Yeah, thank you. I'm having butter got really cold. That refrigerator's working very well.
Yeah.
All right, so in here I am putting the butter and the cream. So you need, for the cream, you need two-thirds cup of heavy cream. Okay, so we're gonna pour that in there. And then I'm gonna put in, I believe I'm going to put the rest of the vanilla in, which should be 2 teaspoons. And I'm also going to put in the light brown sugar. Okay. And now I'm just gonna stir it up. My stovetop is still warming up. So if you live in Rochester, as you know,
Oy.
yesterday and today it has been snow. No, yesterday was the worst.
Yesterday was the worst. Yeah, it's coming down a little bit right now, but if you lived in Rochester for more than 5 years, don't complain. You know what you're gonna get. Well, then you don't.
Yeah, yesterday was. I shoveled the driveway, I think, twice yesterday. Plus, I had errands to run.
Right.
Yeah.
It was a little yucky out there, but once again, drive safely too and be cautious. That's all.
Yep.
You know.
And for Christmas, I wanted to give out a shout out because my Uncle Pat bought me an Instapot.
Ooh.
And I have never cooked in an Instapot, so I'm really excited about that because I've never cooked in it.
Right.
So I'm really happy about that. And I'm gonna try some recipes from the cookbook because she has a lot of Instapot recipes in there. So I'm gonna be cooking from that. I love that cookbook.
Any kind of cooking utensils is the best Christmas, birthday, or just thinking of you gift.
Yeah, anybody who knows me, get me kitchen stuff.
Stop playing.
Right? Kitchen stuff.
Kitchen stuff, that's all.
Yes.
That's all I
Okay.
need.
So this is cooking, but I'm not gonna cook it all the way through because for time's sake. So I'll show you the finished product, but right now I'm just gonna show you that we need to add the pecans. And I saved some of the pecans, or you can just have extra for the top of it. Now I'm gonna put the coconut, which is, so the pecans that I put in were 1.5 cups, and then the coconut is also 1.5 cups of the shredded unsweetened, or no, semi-sweet.
Semi-sweet, yeah.
Yep. So I'm gonna put that in here, and I saved some for the topping.
A little garnishing on top.
Yeah. Or just put out extra for the top. All right. So this is what's gonna happen is this is gonna cook. And then when it starts to cook down, you have to take it off of the burner. So let's say it's done. And I'm just going to take it off the burner because I'll finish cooking it later. So I'm going to take it off and let it sit. Now, this part here you have to take it out of this container, and you have to put it in a baking sheet. It could be like an 8x8, or I used a round one because I didn't have a square one today, so I had to use a round one. But that's okay, whatever you want to use. So square, round, whatever. So you want to take the cookie dough and you want to flatten it down and spread it out. Make sure to spray your pan.
Right, so it doesn't stick on you.
Yeah, and then just spread it out, and then after you cook it in the oven, remember you can cook it on 425 or no 350.
350, yeah.
350. After you spread it out, put it in the oven and let it cook. It's like halfway cooked for about 10 minutes.
Okay.
Then after the 10 minutes, pull it out, and then you're gonna take this sauce that you made. I don't know if you can see it, but it's kind of soupy, but it's filled with everything. And you're gonna take 2 cups of chocolate chips, and you're gonna put it on top of the dough first.
Right.
And then you're going to pour this mixture on top of the chocolate chips.
Right. See where this is going, right?
And then I took the extra pecans and the extra coconut, and then I put it I sprinkled it all on top.
Of it.
And then you put it in the oven and let it cook. And I cooked it for probably about 15-20 minutes
yeah.
more.
Right.
No, I'm sorry. About 20 to 25 minutes.
You're right. Yep.
Finish, let it cook. And then you take it out and you just let it sit. So that's what we're going to do because we took it out of the cookbook. So we're done with that.
Pecan.
Yeah, thank you. And Harry really wants a cookbook, but I know you could only give one, but we appreciate it. Thank you. All right, so we're ready to plate because we pre-cooked everything.
Yeah, we're ready.
So we're ready to plate. So
Let's start with this right here. Okay, look at that.
and this is the pan that I used for the dessert. So like I said, and this can go in the oven, so it's really good. This type of cookware is great, you know, to go in the oven. All right, as you know, our oven loves to talk.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
There we go.
And we got both of them out, right?
Yep, we're good to go. Once again, this is a good simple meal for one person.
Mm-hmm.
You know what you put into it. You know what you're gonna get out of it. You know what I mean? So you don't have to worry about making a big meal thing. You know, this here, nice dessert, some vegetables, and some protein. That's all you need. Ooh, look at that.
It smells so garlicky and good in here. I mean,
Smell-o-vision? Come on now, catch up.
yeah, it smells really good in here.
Set that right there. Now over here.
All right, so I'm gonna get something so we can cut up the brownies.
All right, are we ready?
I think I'm just gonna use
Okay, I think we're ready to rock and roll.
All right.
Let me switch this over.
So I'm gonna kind of put this more this way so you can see us plating. So Carrie's gonna plate our steaks, our cauliflower steaks that we made, and I'm gonna do dessert. All right, so dessert looks like that before I cut it. And then this is our chicken and cauliflower. Yeah, like I said, for one person or two people,
that's a perfect
you
meal
can
right
split
there
that
for you.
chicken breast if you want, or make 2 chicken breasts. So it depends on how you want to eat your dinner.
Exactly.
So if you'll slice the chicken up, we can try that.
Okay.
And let me do this.
Oh, I can already tell. I can already tell. Yes, look at this. So you can hear the juiciness in it.
I honestly don't know how this is gonna come out because this is the first time I'm making it.
Ooh wee. You ready?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to try it this way. I'm cutting it in a triangle. I know I said it was a bar, but I'm cutting it in a triangle.
Be adventurous. Live a little.
Yeah, live a little bit.
You dig? Okay.
All right. So this is the dessert, and it has the cookie part at the bottom, and this is how the chicken will look. See, it's perfectly cooked.
Mm-hmm.
Harry does such a good job on cooking meat. He's the meat guy.
Love it.
All right, so we'll put it back there so we can taste test.
Okay.
You know we're gonna taste test, right?
You gotta cook it. If you don't taste what you eat, then it's blasphemy. Okay, we ready?
All right, we are ready.
Let's give it a shot here.
All right.
Chicken.
So this is my first time trying this. I have not tried his chicken. He says it's juicy and moist. And if it's not, I'm gonna let him know. You know that, right?
I know she will.
They don't call me mafia for nothing.
Okay. Okay. I'm telling you.
So let me tell you this. Let me tell you. All right. when you bite down on this chicken, the moist comes right out of it. Like it's moist. It's not dry.
This can sit in your refrigerator for 5 days. I normally take it and mix it up with some greens so you have a nice little chicken salad. It's perfect.
Yeah,
Flawless.
when I, to be honest with you, I'm looking at it and I'm like, it looks a little dry. But just as I bit down, I get the spiciness from the chicken, and I'm not big on spicy, but this is just enough. And then it was juicy. It was really juicy. So now we're gonna do the cauliflower, because
that is fantastic right there.
And you can definitely smell garlic in here for sure.
I think I did about 12 cloves. Yeah.
Cauliflower's rocking.
That's on the one right there. It's so much flavor going on this with these two elements here. So much flavor, tons of flavor going on.
Yeah, I can taste the garlic, but it's not overpowering. Parmesan cheese I can taste. Yep. I can even taste the Italian dressing going on.
Yeah, that's good.
And it's not like buttery or olive oil tasting. I really not even tasting the butter or the olive oil. So.
Good. Oh my God. Guys, give this a try. I'm telling you, you're gonna be impressed.
You know, let me tell you something. So he was saying that cauliflower doesn't smell good when it cooks, right? Okay. So I was like, okay, right? What am I supposed to do? I gotta cook it, right?
Right.
Anyway, we pre-cooked it, so we had to taste test and make sure it was good.
Right.
Then next thing I know, he's going, So I had to hide the cauliflower. I had to put it away.
Literally, because it's like a little movie snacks. You just go by like, hey, there's some almonds. I'm gonna grab those. That cauliflower, it'll mess with your head. Try this recipe. Guarantee you, you'll be snacked. It's the best kind of snack you can have.
Yeah.
Try it that way. I guarantee you, you'll eat the whole thing and not even realize that you did.
Yeah, or maybe you're not that hungry. You come home and you're not that hungry, but you just need something.
Right.
I would definitely make that. All right.
Yep.
We're gonna try dessert now.
All right.
Okay,
let's see what we got here.
Let's do this. I'm gonna use this knife because we got that.
Yeah, you go right here.
All right.
Look at that. Almost looks like a snickerdoodle.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Yeah.
I think the bars probably were a little bit thicker in the cookbook. They look thicker to me. Like I said, this is my first time making it, so I'm gonna play around with the recipe a little bit more. And we didn't have any alternative. I didn't think about like people with allergies this time when I made this, because I made it from the book. I'm sure you can go online and look at Half-Baked Harvest, at Half-Baked Harvest, and if you have any questions for alternatives, maybe you can ask Tegan Gerard about it.
Yep.
But I just followed the recipe today.
That is spectacular. It tastes like a portable Snicker bar with coconut in it. That is delicious. Tegan, that's a home run right there, right?
Oh yeah.
That's a home run right there. That is delicious. My God. And I'm not a big sweet person. You know, people know I dabble a little bit in sweets, but that there, I can eat that. That's actually really good.
You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of a pecan pie.
Okay.
With chocolate. It's like chocolate coconut pecan pie to me.
And a cookie dough
with
crust.
A cookie crust.
Can't go wrong with that.
I have
ice cream on the side. Forget it.
And I had the ice cream too.
Yeah. Knock it.
Don't get me started.
Good,
yeah, I'm digging that.
That's what's up.
But here's the problem. So he's gonna go home. And I know him. He'll take the chicken. He'll take the cauliflower. But because he doesn't eat dessert, he's gonna leave me all this dessert.
Unless if someone would like a piece, I can bring you a piece. I'm joking. No, I can't. Henry, what you doing?
Do you want a pizza?
No, I'll send him a piece.
All right, so we're gonna close up.
Yep.
And we're gonna give some more shout outs.
Okay. I would like to give a shout out to my pickle, aka Mia. She's on a college tour this weekend. She'll be back Tuesday. Good luck. Wish you nothing but the best. Very proud of you with all the hard work that you're doing. Trey, you know how we do. And Henry, you know what's up.
I'm going to give a shout out to my Aunt Gloria and my Aunt Conchi. They have been watching all 3 videos. So this is season 1, episode 4. So we're excited to put this out for you. But Aunt Conchi and Aunt Gloria, Uncle Pat, thank you guys for watching my show. And what's really nice is they will call me on the phone and say, hey, maybe you should do this or maybe you should do that. But it's good feedback. I don't get offended.
No, we take constructive criticism very well.
Yeah, I don't get offended. So I'm glad that because they're viewers. You know what I mean?
Right.
So we don't edit. So
right.
But thank you. I want to thank my daughters because when I go out with them, I'm always advertising and networking and marketing.
Right.
And I'm pretty sure they're probably tired of hearing me say, "Hi, I'm Twopeasinapod19." Thank you guys.
Right.
But you know what? I love food. I love talking about it.
Me too.
And
Me too.
it's always a good conversation piece because I know everybody else likes food.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you. Let's have a good 2020 this year. I can't believe I'm saying 2020.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody have a great year. And we're going to put out another show. So stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Stay tuned. So anyway, he's walking out and I'm still dancing.
Twopeasinapod19.
All right, here we go. Goodbye. See you later. Ciao. Goodbye.